Hi everyone and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where we hope you've all had a wonderful festive season. We've certainly had a nice chill out with our family and friends, haven't we, Charlotte?
It's been so nice. We've eaten so much food.
I'm sure you all have too, but that's what Christmas really is all about. Right then, we've had our little Christmas break and we are ready to go with 2024. And of course, we're going to be heading on a huge trip in January. We do this every year because January isn't the best of times for theme parks in the UK. So you know what? We always like to do a big trip. And yeah, we're going to be making our way out to the United Arab Emirates.
I cannot wait. I have never been to Dubai before and I've always wanted to visit because everything just looks so nice. So I can't wait to get there.
Oh, it's a brilliant place. It really is. I've only been once and that was back in 2018. So it's been many years since I last visited. And since then, there's been loads of new rides and actually full theme parks that have been built throughout Dubai and of course Abu Dhabi as well. And we're going to be visiting both of them places and covering lots of different parks, attractions and so much more. Now, of course, that means there's going to be lots here on Theme Park Worldwide, but also over on the Sandbrook Adventures as well. We're going to be heading up to the top of the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa.
I can't wait to see it in person, to see actually how big it is.
We're going to be enjoying some of the other buildings and sites that I didn't get to see last time. And of course, with Dubai and the UAE in general, it's always evolving. There's always new things being built and happening. Loads of new things to cover on that channel. Some of them I didn't get to do last time because of time constraints, and also things that just didn't exist and have shot up over time that I'm really looking forward to experiencing. But yeah, here in this video, we're going to talk about the things that are coming up on Theme Park Worldwide and all of the different parks and attractions that we're going to be visiting. So yeah, shall we get into it, Charlotte?
Yeah, let's go.
Awesome. So yeah, we're going to be making our way firstly to Dubai Parks and Resorts. So yeah, this is like a resort complex. In a way, you could kind of compare it to the likes of Walt Disney World, featuring accommodation, like an entertainment district and theme parks. And yeah, they've actually got 2 operational theme parks there at the moment. There used to be 3, but I'll talk about that in just a moment. And yeah, we're going to be starting off at Motion Gate Dubai. Now, this is a great park. It opened back in 2016. It actually features 7 roller coasters, including 2 new ones for me to experience since I last went. You've actually got a Myra spinning coaster and one of Charlotte's favourites, an S&S 4D free spin.
I do not like these whatsoever. I will give it a go, but they are not my favourite.
Well, you know what, Charlotte? I think you're really going to like this park because I fell in love with it last time. It's a movie studio based park, and yeah, you've got some other fantastic attractions, including a huge indoor DreamWorks land, which is amazing.
I just love like indoor areas because it's like all weather fun. I know it's always nice in Dubai, but it's just so nice to have an indoor area.
Well, that's the thing. You say it's always nice, but in the summer it gets that hot in Dubai, and that's why they have to have these indoor areas. So that's another good reason for visiting in January. It's a cooler period to go. You know, in the summer when it's like over 40
you
degrees. Yes, that's why they've designed a lot of these parks either fully indoors or having big indoor areas. Yeah, you're really going to notice that going for the first time, how much there is that's actually indoors.
Get the aircon hit us as we go in.
Oh, it's wonderful. It really is, because you really need it out there, especially, you know, if you visited in the summer. I wouldn't recommend going in the summer, hence why we're going in January. I went in January last time in 2018 and it was a great time to go. But yeah, you got some great dark rides here as well, and just overall it's a nice park as part of a wider resort that's also home to Legoland Dubai as well.
I am really looking forward to this park. So we've got all the Legoland classics there. We've got an indoor Miniland. I love Miniland. All the movement, so seeing it indoors will be really good. And we've got 2 coasters at that park as well.
Yeah, you got like your classic dragon coaster and the little dragon coaster as well. But yeah, that indoor Miniland really took me by surprise. I mean, you've got like the Burj Khalifa and all the other models, but it's just the fact that, again, it's indoors because of the climate out there in the UAE, and it's really well done. In general, this whole resort was only a couple of years old when I last went, so it was kind of looking a little bit not very green, if that makes sense. You know, a lot of the planting hadn't really grown and that sort of thing. I'd imagine they struggle with that anyway with the climate over there, but I'm hoping that this park's a bit more kind of green than it was before. Yeah, I kind of felt a little bit open last time I was there, but still you got lots of other Legoland rides there. We've been to quite a lot of them around the world now, so yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back here, and it's another one to tick off for Charlotte.
Exactly, they're all new for me.
And yeah, it's all part of the Dubai Parks and Resorts. There was a 3rd theme park there up until a couple of years ago, and that was the Bollywood Park, and yeah, it was an interesting choice, that one. It had some really good theming actually, and the shows were great, but yeah, that park has since closed, since I was last there, it's gone through all sorts of kind of development, that park. They put in, I think it was 8 new rides, so they really tried to invest in it. But then obviously it just couldn't make it, unfortunately. They're actually building a new GCI coaster. That has never opened, but it's still there. So we'll take a closer look and see what we can see of it. But it's actually been turned into a football theme park now. It's going to be Real Madrid World, and that's going to be opening at some point in 2024. Probably not for our visit in a couple of weeks. But yeah, they are building Real Madrid World, and that's taking over the Bollywood Park. So yeah, we'll have a little look, see what we can see of that, and also enjoy Riverland, which is kind of like their Disney Springs style area that they've got there.
I love all the shops.
Yeah, got quite a few shops and restaurants. And again, when we were last there, it was a couple of years old. There was a lot of empty shops. So I'm interested to see just how that's developed over time as well. Leaving Dubai Parks and Resorts then, we're going to be heading to another huge indoor park. This one's fully inside, other than one of the coasters that comes outside. And that is, of course, IMG World of Adventure. So yeah, what I really like about this park is the theming and the fact that you're in there. It's always nighttime as well.
That's going to be so weird because you're going to go inside, it's going to feel like night, and you're going to come out and it's like broad daylight. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that one.
Yeah, it's just really different because it's kind of like, all the ambient lighting that they've got in there. Even if you're going on a morning, it's all quite dark and quite different. I know a lot of people might not like that, but I just quite enjoyed that actually. I think it's something a little bit different, and yeah, I'm excited to see that again. They've got a Gerstlauer Eurofighter there, which is all like dinosaur themed. You've got the Mack Launch Coaster that they've got there. It's actually a clone of Blue Fire as well.
Oh, that's going to be great.
Yeah, so you'll ride that, and it kind of starts inside and then heads out of the building. Again, all because it's all climate controlled. And yeah, I'd imagine, on a really hot summer's day, you're nice and cool inside, and you get launched outside, and the heat would just hit you there. But yeah, looking forward to getting back there. They've got some good flat rides there as well that's all themed in, and just overall, it's a great park. I mean, that was the biggest indoor park I'd ever done, when I went there. And obviously since then, there's been a lot more development, especially down in Abu Dhabi, where we're going to be heading to on this trip to see what is one of the biggest indoor parks in the world. But more about that a little bit later on. But yeah, looking forward to getting back to IMG on this trip.
So the next place we're going to be visiting is Global Village. So this is on a huge scale. You've got your shops, you've got your restaurants. There's also 2 coasters there as well. It's like everything's sort of represented around the world. Yeah,
imagine like Epcot, but obviously with not as many rides. It's like a big world expo. What I find fascinating about this place is the scale. Like when I first went, obviously I'd never been before, didn't know what to expect. This place is massive. And yeah, you go through, you got all these different cultures and countries that are represented. You're kind of walking through all these shops and buying all these different items. And it's just a really cool experience. Then you've got the carnival area, which isn't really heavily themed. It's more just a fun fair, a permanent fun fair that they've got there. But still, it's a nice little area. They've got a Vekoma family boomerang and a couple of other bits. So yeah, we'll go and check that out. But yeah, it's going to be like exploring the world, Charlotte, that one.
I'm really looking forward to that. I like going into all the little shops and learning the cultures of everywhere.
Yeah, it's had a big expansion actually since I last went back in 2018. That's the thing, so much has changed in the 6-7 years since I last went, So really excited to get back to Global Village. And yeah, what's interesting about that place, again, because of the temperature, it actually only opens during the winter period. It only opens, I think it's October to February, and then it shuts throughout the summer season.
Because it's just so hot.
Literally, and because that's mostly outside, it's only open during the cooler times of the year, like January when we're going. Fascinating. Right then, on to the next one that I'm really excited for. This isn't a full theme park, it's just one ride. However, it's one ride that I am itching to get on. That is the Storm Coaster. It opened last year in 2022. It's an Intamin LSM coaster. This thing looks insane. It's built in a massive building, and then it's actually got a launched lift hill all the way up. You've got a couple of inversions on there, and yeah, it builds up the speed, kind of spiraling round. It looks fascinating, this does.
This looks great. It's just so unique being in such this building. I cannot wait to get on it.
Yeah, it's a 50-metre tall building, and yeah, the fact it's got that launched lift hill as well from Intamin. It's got like the new generation Intamin trains and restraints as well with just the lap bars. So I'm really excited for this. It gets very good reviews, and yeah, it's kind of built just on the side of a shopping mall, and you find that with quite a few of these parks and attractions over in the UAE. There's kind of added into malls and that sort of thing, and again, more about that later on in the video. But yeah, with Storm Coaster, I'm very excited to give it a go. It's been a bucket list since it opened, and I remember seeing photos of the construction a few years ago, thinking that's going to be one hell of a ride, and yeah, it's going to be great to finally experience that.
So the next place we're going to be going is Atlantis Aquaventure. Now this is the largest water park in the whole world. So there's going to be 105 slides at this water park. That is crazy. Surely there's going to be something for me there.
Well, I'm sure there will be. So this is a massive water park located out on the Palm. I mean, Atlantis to Palm is an amazing destination to visit in itself. You've got the big Atlantis Hotel there. That's the big famous one a lot of the time you see.
That's always the classic one that people go to. So I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, and you actually get down there via a monorail, which is quite cool. And yeah, I'm really excited just to see that again. Just the whole infrastructure of Dubai fascinates me. But yeah, when you get down there, you see this big water park. It's had a huge expansion since I last went. I think it had about 80 slides or something. Now it's got 105.
That's crazy.
Yeah, madness. How many out of the 105 are you going to go on?
So I need to have a good look into this because I like to see them before I go. I'm sure there's going to be quite a few I can go on.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Charlotte, as well, there's so much more than just the slides there.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to it.
Like big lazy rivers. You've actually got a real beach just there as well, like joined onto the water park. It's lovely, it really is.
So nice.
Some great views, the Burj Khalifa just in the distance. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. But yeah, getting back there will be great. They've got this big expansion, which looks interesting actually, because it's a very well-themed water park. But then the expansion looks more like they've gone with a futuristic modern style. So I'm not too sure how them two are going to blend together. But yeah, again, I'm looking forward to seeing it in person. I've only seen a few photos and videos of that. But I'm interested to see what that is going to be like when we see that in person. We're going to be going to another water park whilst we're in Dubai. And this is one that I've never done before. It's Wild Wadi. I think that's how I pronounce it. Anyway, Wild Wadi. So it'll be my first ever visit here along with Charlotte. So I don't really know what to expect from it. However, I do know that they have got a huge slide here that lasts a very long time. It's like a dinghy slide master blaster that goes on for like 600 metres.
I don't think I'll be going on that, Sean.
It doesn't look too bad, to be honest. It looks a bit like the Master Blaster in the Alton Towers water park, but it goes on for like 10 minutes.
Oh,
yeah, it looks fantastic. So I'm definitely looking forward to giving that a go. Along with that, the theming looks very nice, very kind of tropical vibes. You've also got a lot of the other famous buildings around there as well that we're going to be able to see from the water park. And overall, it looks really nice. I don't think it's going to be a massive water park, of course, like Atlantis. However, the theming, it looks quite nice. And sometimes it doesn't need to be this massive place. Sometimes you'll be more immersed when it is smaller. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. It looks really good. Some great slides. And yeah, I was gutted that didn't get time for this back in 2018. So yeah, I'm really excited for Wild Wadi. That she's going to be coming up as part of the trip.
We're also going to be going to Ferrari World and we're going to be getting on Formula Rossa, which I'm so excited about.
Oh, so yeah, this is down to Abu Dhabi now. So of course you've got Dubai, then Abu Dhabi itself, only about 45 minutes away from each other. So yeah, once we've kind of done all those parks and attractions there, it's down to Abu Dhabi. And yeah, really looking forward to this. I mean, Formula Rossa is a big ride, 149 miles an hour, Charlotte.
Well, we'll be there with our goggles on.
The question is though, how long is it going to be the record holder for? You've got the new Falcons flight currently under construction over in Saudi Arabia that's going to be opening in the next couple of years. So I'm glad that I'm getting on this whilst it's still got the record of being the fastest coaster. And again, for Charlotte, it's an awesome launch. It really is.
I am so excited to see how the launch feels, especially in the heat.
Yeah, and also as well, it's a hydraulic cable launch. It's, not an LSM in sight on there. So you do get the kick, like you get on Stealth and Rita. You're going to get that kick on there. I think as well, the fact that, you missed out on getting Top Thrill Dragster and King Dakar on the USA road trip. The fact you're going to get, a big launch like that.
Really looking forward to that one.
Granted, it does slow it down at the end of the launch, but it's going to be great fun. Looking forward to getting on that. For me though, Flying Aces, I fell in love with that coaster when I went. It's a brilliant ride, it really is. I promise you, it's a lot more comfortable than Sky Rush at Hershey Park.
I hope so.
But yeah, it's an intimate wing coaster, that style. Oh, it's a great ride. I really enjoyed that, so I'm excited to get back on it. Now, along with that, you've also got some dark rides, some flat rides, some other coasters, and a coaster that I was really looking forward to, and I'm still hoping we're going to get. However, it's closed at the moment for maintenance, and we don't know when it's going to be reopening, and that is Mission Ferrari. Now, with this coaster, it's been under construction for a long time. It was built last time I was there in 2018, and it finally started operating earlier in 2023. And yeah, this ride, it's built by Dynamic Attractions. It's an SFX coaster, and it looks incredible. It looks like a full package, lots going on. It's had so many problems over the years. In fact, only another one was sold, and that was at Genting Skyworlds in Malaysia. And in some of the POVs I've uploaded this week, you'll see that orange track in the background from that park, that's another one of those that's been having issues. So it's clear that really dynamic attractions probably shouldn't have ever sold this ride to these parks because it's very unreliable. It doesn't even seem to want to work. So I don't know if we're going to get it. As it stands right now, today, this video going on, sadly, it's not operating.
Oh,
but
we're gutted. We're holding out hope and hoping that it opens, but I don't know if it will.
I've contacted the park, try and find out some more information, we'll see. But yeah, from what I'm aware of, it's barely operated this year.
No.
I know quite a few people that have been out to Abu Dhabi this year and yeah, unfortunately haven't got to ride it. So we'll see what happens. But no matter what, there's lots of other new things to see, including right next door to Ferrari World with 2 more brand new parks for me to see, and of course all of it's new for Charlotte.
So excited.
But yeah, 2 brand new parks that I'm really looking forward to. The first of those will be SeaWorld Abu Dhabi that we're going to be going to. This is brand new. It only opened actually earlier this year. This is one of the biggest parks again indoors, and yeah, with this it's got 2 roller coasters. You got a small Zamperla family, but one that I'm very much excited for is Manta. Hey, another Manta. But this one is an Intamin LSM launch coaster, and this is outside of the building because it's mostly indoors, and then this comes outside. This looks like a fantastic ride, but also the size of like the aquarium in this looks amazing. It really does.
This park looks incredible. Like Sean said, the aquariums, they are so big, so I cannot wait to see those. They're going to be on such a grand scale.
Along with that, I believe there's a lot of tech involved, a lot of like projections and screens and that sort of thing. It's a completely different new generation SeaWorld park, and yeah, it's good to see SeaWorld expanding with something different. They've made a lot of changes over the years with their other parks around the world, and yeah, with this I'm very excited just to see how it all comes together, because the pics and videos I've seen of SeaWorld Abu Dhabi look fantastic, and yeah, I can't wait to take you all along for the adventure in just a few weeks time. And then of course we've got one final park to visit, and yeah, I'm really excited for this one.
So this is Warner Brothers Movie World. This looks fantastic, and it is one of the largest indoor theme parks, which is so exciting.
Up until earlier this year, it was actually the largest indoor park in the world, but yeah, that's just been beaten by one in China, Chimelong I think it is. But yeah, with this, very excited to see it, and yeah, it's new to me, even though it actually opened in 2018, the year I went in January. This opened later that year, so I've not actually seen this. I saw it under construction, had a selfie with the entrance and everything, but yeah, the park wasn't ready yet. Now it's open, so it's been open for quite a few years, but it's brand new to me, first time covering it on the channel, and yeah, this park looks amazing because it's fully indoors, and yeah, lots of dark rides. You got a couple of coasters there, just family coasters, but you've also got lots of heavily themed flat rides. One that always tends to go viral that you may have seen is a Joker themed Zamperla Disco.
I've seen that.
With all like purple and green lighting on it.
That looks awesome. The theming in there looks brilliant. An indoor park, you just get the immersion. Great.
You're going to get plenty of that during this trip, which is going to be great. And yeah, I'm just really excited to experience that down in Abu Dhabi. And yeah, them parks are all located on Yas Island. Yeah, just by the big race circuit, if you're familiar, of course, with that. But there we go. Not just all of that coming up. We're also going to be visiting some of the smaller little parks and attractions as well. But I thought I'll keep them as a bit of a surprise. They're just the kind of the main parks that we're going to be visiting. It's going to be a couple of weeks trip, so we're going to have plenty of time to enjoy those, but also go and do lots of other things as well. That's the great thing about Dubai and, well, Abu Dhabi, the whole of the UAE. There's lots of great attractions to see away from the parks. So yes, you can have your theme park trip, but there's so much culture and sightseeing that you're going to get to see as well.
I'm looking forward to seeing everything on such a grand scale, going to the shopping malls and seeing all the culture, which is going to be fantastic. I cannot wait.
Oh, shopping's a big thing out there. We'll go to all the big malls and stuff, and they are massive. It'll make the Trafford Centre seem small when you go there. Like, it's huge, it really is. And yeah, we'll have content coming up, not just here on Theme Park Worldwide, but also on the Sandbrook Adventures. So it's going to be a really busy time. Obviously, the past kind of few weeks, we've had more of a relaxed throughout December. It's our first December, actually, not doing anything abroad for many, many years. But we just wanted to have a bit of a chill out. We've had a busy year. We spent time with friends and family, enjoyed Christmas, and then we're ready to get straight back into it now as we move into 2024. But of course, let us know down below in the video comments what you're excited to see. Of course, all of Charlotte's first reactions coming up. And to be honest, like 50% of the stuff we're seeing is new stuff for me this time. It just shows how much innovation and development there has been in the UAE since I last visited. Get ready to join us for a big 2024. And you know what? This trip is just us getting started, isn't it?
It is going to be a very exciting year.
Oh, big year for travel. And we can't wait to take you along for all of our different adventures on both of our channels. But that leaves us with one final thing to say.
Get out there and keep on riding.
We'll see you in tomorrow's video.